Graduates, colleagues, family and friends, welcome to this most special of occasions, a graduation ceremony. Graduation ceremony is full of tradition, it's full of colour, but it's also very much a family event. It's as much for family and friends as it is for our graduates today. So please take the opportunity to enjoy yourselves at the event. And for our graduates who are about to come up here to be capped and receive your degrees, please don't be nervous about that. There's nothing to be nervous about. Just enjoy it. After all, it's your day. We'll begin today with the Latin prayer.
Oremus. Aeterna Deus et clementissime Pater, gratias tibi quam maximus agimus, quod nos affera et agresti vita, et artis ingenuas et scientiaram cognitionem decturix, quod domum nostrum perpetua lagitate et misericordia, usque et honc diem prosecutus sis, quod viam nobis et veritatem et vitam, in filio tuo indicaveras. A te, Pater, petimus ut servi tui graduandi, apis perfecti initiis, et mittem perfectionis et spirent, et nobis nostraeque republicae laudi, et ornamento esse possint. Tibi, Pater, Filio, et Spiritui Sancti, sit laus, honor, et gloria in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Please be seated.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the College of Medical, Veterinary and Life Sciences and by the authority of the Senate, I present to you these graduates who have been found worthy to receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Bruculi Martina. Catherine Ruth Hannah. Laura Monaghan. Savas Nicolou. Dale Martin Watt. Gillian Cadden. Annabelle Alexandrina Vanod. William Johnston. Emily MacLeod. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the College of Medical, Veterinary and Life Sciences and by the authority of the Senate, may I present to you these graduates who have been found worthy to receive the degree of Master of Science. Laurie Bryce. Zina Babnova. Amy Burke. Maria Casa Rodriguez. Laura Clark. Carolina Dessa Carbero. James Ettles. Sheila Gopaswamy. Ella Hall Younger, Rachel Hunter, Emmeline Jose, Arlene Kemp, Olivia Lay, Molly Mackenzie, Lydia Melicio Ugo Saika, Andrew Nawal, Rushali Rajesh Panchal, Sidhu Tanea, Johannes Angelos Sekos, Naomi Villan, Kai Lae Yisui, Shafin Ahmed, Stephanie Yuchaku Arimu, Paula Andrea Asprilla Cabrelli, Caitlin Elizabeth Bremner, Elena Hajitu Uli, Peter Volmor Daske, Gilek Daz, Inderpreet Kaur, Julia Agneska Yamelio, Yasawindi Kuna, Hao Ying Lin, Lai Chun Fan Chu, Sharishti Majumrada, Sukri Muhammad, Rituja Sandeep Patara, Runkun Wang, Manon Waterland, Run Yu, Kahili Ban Opadhai Haye, Abdel Roman Billi, Lauren Chapman, and Bajista Deu, Archismita Day, Mayuri Hendricks, Evelyn Ilkahale, Yaye Kurade Le, Maud Mishba, Katie Pedden, David Prato, Se Ali Bashkar Sinde, Karithi Saivan, Abdullah Tariq, Jonathan Logan. Ming Ang. Kajal Megan Ora. Chen Bingrui. Kessin Du. Shai Jing Fi. Ing Lang Ma. Tom Morrison. Okwava Joy Nahichi. Lydia Dorothy Tyson Blake. Ruchen Yui. Evangelia Bocci. Utsap Das. Amaruthra Vashini Gunda. Kandeka Moshido Alam Azad. Phai Fu Trang Li. Rui Ling Li. Yuki Li. Evelina Moroska. Ekatarini Pangotaidi. Nuka Panchera. Raut Sumet Nairanru. Yuana Rigru. Theodora Robkaiti. Daniel Serrels. Rebecca Hope Shepherd. Seydun Soyker. Lenetta Stonekut. Aporva Taidi Kunda. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the College of Medical, Veterinary and Life Sciences and by the authority of the Senate, may I present to you these graduates who have been found worthy to receive the degree of Master of Research. Tasmin Youssef Khalif Absalam. Caitlin Allen. Claire Bellwood. Kirsten Lee Bloomer. Joshua Bryce Cole. Dylan Cameron. Maria Evdokimo. Melissa Freeman. Alexandra Hart. Madeline Murphy Eleanor Heyman. Mina Cipriano. Ekaterini Leodaki. Thomas Martuk. Caitlin Mooney. Katie Nicholson. Sharin Parok Karan Joni. Matteo Putra. Kieran Ray. Pravina Chandrasegaran. Roy Sung. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the College of Medical and Veterinary and Life Sciences, and by the authority of the Senate, I present to you these graduates who have been found worthy of the degree of Master of Science. Edward Iho Agbaro. Adelina Botchev. Justina Chumara. Carol Clark. Victoria Alicia Fredorowicz. Lindsay Fletcher. Yi Wan Liao. Samuel Andrew McAllister. Subra Prayadashini. Chao Enyang. Daniel Cizaretz. Mikhail Stropira. Simon Sotheby. Jane Walls. Elizabeth Abraham. Ahmed Al-Adab. Joyita Baruna. Laura Chambers. Finley Cunny. Laura Estelle. Elizabeth Hendry. Sandra Johnny. Emma Lamb. Felicitas Ruth Lembeck. Shannon Wands. Junju Wang. Alexandros Zanitos. Rachel Taiwu Afleumai. Aisha Adham Al-Alsi. Mona Altik Ahala Al-Gohimi. Yu Chen Chang. Jishao Neo. Nazila Ramini. Carla Francis. Marie Claire Rose Smith. Hala Abdu Abde. Hala Fathi Rajab Marcus. Naitik Chetan Matlea. Soline Fanis Anjure Ateno. Jekishan Bushantan Patel. Soha Sunil Patel. Yashvika Abdul Bari. Aditi Bankiti. Safa Abdul Majid Chukwul. Fiona Grant. Chandra Lika Ramling Manbina. Avini Shifal Satish. Chatina Suresh Babu. Mohammed Mahat Mahusa Taba. Monish Priyanka Valye Pathe. Ruzi Wang. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the College of Medical, Veterinary and Life Sciences and with the authority of Senate, may I present to you these graduates who've been found worthy of the degree of Master in Science in Medical Science. Jill Suzanne Silvita. Molly Smith. Fiona Jane Giles Clark. Samia Pervez. Prachi Gupta. Hannah Emma Heron. Amy Houston. Yeston Humphreys. Garrick Johnson. Talia Lampidi. Anna Jane McMillan. Alexander Stephen McNichol. Tian Ma. Rachel Menzies. Harry Nicholson. Anup Kaur Panu. Demetrios Pashos. Chu Chari. Claire Richardson. Carrie Scott. Idela Stack. Ferry Chitura Wearan. Meng Rong Zhang. Abdul Razak Al Sahel. Joseph Butt. Spiridula Demetrio. Nicoletta Dunavi. Amy Elizabeth Anghad Rad Evans. Lawrence Paolo Gello. Srijay Ghosh. Adele Green Armitage. Johanna Gutierrez Ortez. Olivia Howiston Kerr. Bashini Kamala Kanan. Amelia Carava. Megan Kelso. Anna Kovialaskaya. Gregorius Kyrios. Martin Kushnovarov. Virianda La Corita. Kekin Lee. Suchismita Mazumdar. Eleanor Minshall. Matthew Mitchell. Kiva Morley. Mohammed Salama. Mohammed Saleh. Guru Viknesh Sai Ithara Al-Anan. Marin Thomas. Ahmed Musa Vikal. Vasaka Stefina Storania. Yasworth Vindog. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the College of Medical, Veterinary and Life Sciences and by the authority of Senate, may I present to you these students who have been found worthy of the degree of Bachelor of Science. Eve Grace Jenny Gibson. Dimitra Silinake. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, in the name of the College of Medical, Veterinary and Life Sciences and by the authority of the Senate, I present to you the student who has been found worthy to receive the degree of Bachelor of Science, Medical Science, Henry Oliver Hunt. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, I make application to you to confer the degrees listed on those candidates who have not been present in person but whose names appear in the programme and who have indicated they wish for their degrees to be conferred in their absence.
I accept you as proxy and thereby admit those students to their degrees. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, graduates of the University of Glasgow. This is a very special and uplifting day. It's a day that will live long in the memory of not just you, our most recent graduates, but your family, your friends, your lecturers, and everyone connected with the university who has been part of your journey. A graduation is a very special and powerful occasion. It's a culmination of years of study, dedication, and hard work. It's the conclusion of a long journey and the dawn of an even brighter future. It's a crowning achievement and a day full of celebration and joy. And on a personal level, let me just say that after two long years of no graduation ceremonies, I can't begin to tell you how delighted I am that we're able to gather here in the magnificent Butte Hall to celebrate your momentous achievements. And those achievements are momentous. For more than half a millennium, some of the greatest writers, scientists, and thinkers the world has ever known have taken the step that you've just taken to become graduates of the University of Glasgow. But none of them have achieved that while meeting the unprecedented challenges of a global pandemic. Graduating from the University of Glasgow is an accomplishment that anyone should be proud of, but you've had to do so in the context of the pandemic. You've had to adapt to new ways of learning and working together while dealing with the stresses, anxieties, and often feelings of isolation that so many of us have felt over the past 2 years. And the way that you've done this has been truly inspiring to see. Now, I'm sure that many of you will have heard of, read of people, sadly usually of my generation, describe the present generation of students as being less resilient and overly sensitive. Well, that's simply not true, and if ever proof was needed, just look at the determination, the resolve, the strength of character that each and every one of you here has demonstrated in the most difficult of circumstances. I'm incredibly proud of your achievements, and I know that your family and friends gathered here today are too. But I have to say that the way they've shown it so far has been quite muted, if you don't mind me saying so. So I'm going to give them one more chance. Family and friends, please join me in congratulating these absolutely wonderful graduates. There we are, that was better. Now, while today is very much about you, our graduates, and your achievements, I want you to take just a moment to think about the people who've helped you to get to this point, who've been by your side every step of the way. Now, that could be family, it could be friends, could be carers, school teachers, our widening participation team, or anyone that supported you, whether they're here today or not. Why don't you join me in thanking them for the support that they've given you? Now, normally at this point, I would make a personal comment about the dedication of my own colleagues in the university during the pandemic period. But if you don't mind, I'm just going to modify that slightly in what I say this afternoon. Nothing in this pandemic has been easy, and the reality here is that our graduates simply wouldn't be sitting here today without the dedication, commitment, and adaptability that my colleagues across the university have shown. But actually, in these particular disciplines, it's more than that, because my colleagues in areas related to medicine, life sciences, supported the national COVID effort in a huge way, either contributing directly themselves to the effort inside the NHS or supporting, for example, the testing, the COVID testing across Scotland, and also supporting the interrogation of the virus and how it was spreading across the UK. It was a phenomenal effort, and to do that at the same time as making sure that education continued was really outstanding. And so I'm going to ask you all, if you wouldn't mind thanking my colleagues for what they've done. So graduates, make no mistake about it, today is a pivotal moment in each of your lives. It's a point of transition, a marker between one stage and the next. You entered this hall as a graduand, and you leave as a graduate of the University of Glasgow, joining a long list of graduates that goes back to 1451. And like any moment of change, this will be both exhilarating and an anxious period. It's a time of mixed emotions, excitement about the future, but perhaps just some trepidation and uncertainty about what lies ahead. In many respects, you're graduating at the perfect time, because spring is the season for change, and it's emblematic of your own journey. If I may, I'd like to share with you a quote by the 17th century poet Anne Bradstreet. She said, "If we had no winter, the spring would not be so pleasant. If we did not sometimes taste adversity, prosperity would not be so welcome." Well, the pandemic may have seemed like a long winter, and you've certainly faced difficulties and adversity during the last 2 years. But spring, I hope this year, offers us all new beginnings. I believe that you're about to begin a new season of your life filled with opportunity. But as you embark on that new season, this new venture, you will also encounter challenges. But as you have so conclusively demonstrated, you can rise to a challenge and you can succeed. The challenges that you will face after you leave this historic Bute Hall, however, won't just be personal. We live in an era that's characterised by great societal challenges, and as a graduate of an ancient institution endowed with knowledge and expertise, you have great responsibilities. We're facing some of the greatest geopolitical crises since the Second World War, with the horrific war in Ukraine obviously at the forefront of our minds at the moment. The scourge of poverty and inequality, both within nations and between nations, has been brought more sharply into focus by the pandemic, despite the great wealth that accrues to a few. And if we think about health inequalities have grown during the pandemic and grow through periods of global conflict, something that we're all challenged by. Issues of racial discrimination and injustice still survive into the 21st century. That's long after many of my generation hoped we'd have been able to consign them to the pages of history. And the grave and imminent threat to the future sustainability of the planet itself hasn't abated, despite the efforts and activism of so many young people in the last few years. Now, I say this not to be a pessimist or a prophet of doom, or even to bring you back down to earth on a day of great celebration. Instead, I say it to you as a challenge, because as graduates of this university, you're best equipped to meet this challenge. We talk of Glasgow as being the world-changing university. You all have the capabilities to be world changers and to show the leadership that your generation will need. Indeed, it's to meet great challenges such as these that our university exists in the first place. Every generation of our students has been tasked with pushing the boundaries of knowledge and applying that knowledge to make the world a better place. So many of our graduates, your predecessors, have achieved exactly that. People like Lord Kelvin, Adam Smith, Dame Catherine Granger, James McEwen Smith, and so many more have achievements that reverberate through the centuries. So yours is just the latest generation to be challenged in this way. But it just so happens that the challenges before you are arguably even more important than ever before. But while these challenges might be great, the scope of what you can achieve is even greater. And this is what makes me optimistic about the future. I'm optimistic because of all of you. You've demonstrated an intense, burning desire for a better and fairer world for all. Yes, this university was the first university to declare a climate emergency, and yes, we've set ambitious net zero targets within our Glasgow Green strategy. But as much as my colleagues and I would like to take the credit for all of this, it wasn't just the brainchild of university senior management. This was brought about largely by you, our students. And similarly, it's you who've consistently held issues such as racial discrimination, gender inequality, and mental health under the spotlight. Through campaigning, gathering evidence, and lobbying, you've really got results in these areas. And it's exactly this spirit, a spirit that has in many ways defined the student experience for decades, that we need you to continue to foster now that you're a graduate, because you have the very real scope to make a difference. Armed with that crucial combination of the knowledge you've gained here and the commitment to change the world for the better that so many of you have already demonstrated, there are truly no bounds to the contribution you can make, no limits to your potential, and no cap on what you can achieve. Now, those of us in this room, whether family, friends, or members of the university community, we would all want you to do well and to meet your potential anyway. That's only natural. But in many respects, now it's a bit more than this. We're relying on you to meet your potential because so much depends on it. And in fact, this is part of the DNA of being a Glasgow graduate. For when this university was founded in 1451 under decree from Pope Nicholas V, he noted in the papal bull that this university was founded on that we were established to open the door for man to clearly understand the mysteries of the universe, to help the ignorant, and to raise to distinction those that were born in the lowest place. Each of you has the power to make a difference, to push matters forward in your respective fields, and that power gives rise to a very stark choice. You either accept things as they are, or you fight for how things should be. Well, we're all looking to see what you will do, and we hope that you'll fight for what is right. Now, some amongst you might think that's a lot to ask, but let me assure you, I wouldn't ask if I wasn't so confident in you. All the people in this room know that you can succeed. Some others amongst you might be thinking that it's a bit rich for to ask one generation to fix the problems created by other generations. And to be honest, you'd be absolutely right. But possibly the situation is best explained by a quote from President Lyndon B. Johnson, who said, "Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or to lose." I am resolved that we shall win the tomorrows before us. Now, I know that you all have it in you to win the tomorrows before us, whether on climate change, inequality, injustice, or any other issue. Today, you join a long and distinguished list of graduates. You already stand in the august company of the many thousands of graduates who have traversed this hall before you. And this might feel like the end of your journey, but believe me, it's not. It's only just the beginning. Your time at this university has been an important and defining period of your life, and I really hope that you will always look back on it with great fondness. But it's also one that gives you the tools to forge ahead and make the immense contributions to society that we all know that you can. That is the hard work that's in front of you. But for now, let's enjoy today and take the time to recognize and celebrate the success you've already achieved. And as you embark on your future careers, I do hope that you'll stay in touch with us. We want to hear all about your achievements. And remember, no matter where you go, you'll always remain part of our Glasgow community. You'll be in our thoughts, and I hope you'll hold the University of Glasgow in your thoughts too. So graduates, once again, many, many congratulations. The world stage is set for you. Go and use your talents, expertise, and all that you've learned for the benefit of humanity. Go and be world changers. Thank you very much. Please be upstanding.
Gratia Domini nostri Iesu Christi, et caritas Dei, et communicatio Spiritus Sancti, sint cum omnibus vobis. Amen.